Here is the USB containing the data.
Well, if you always did this for me, I might have been nicer to you. But now, this is mine. Don't think you'll be getting it back. Okay.
I got it. The manager smiled satisfyingly and looked down at me, and then,
You're no longer needed. I'll be handling tomorrow's business meeting. You're fired, effective today.
I got it. I handed over my pre-prepared resignation letter to the manager. Once I confirmed the USB was inserted into the computer, all that was left was to wait and see what happened next. No longer an employee, I slightly smirked. My name is Steve. From a young age, my parents had given me a cell phone, and I became engrossed in watching videos and doing simple searches. Above all, I was captivated by games. Back then, my parents installed educational puzzle games and simple playthings for me. Once I got the hang of it, I started installing any games that caught my interest. That's how I fell deep into the world of computers. Later, when I started elementary school, my dad gifted me his old computer.
In this day and age, it's good to know how to use a computer. Plus, for a game lover like you, it'll be a great gift, right?
Yo, thanks, Dad. Mom was worried about my future grades. But until I graduated elementary school, I continued to ace almost all my tests. Thanks to that, my mom, initially skeptical about giving me a computer, stopped nagging me with her worries. In middle school, with a bit more allowance, I dove into building my own computer. However, I didn't have much money at first, so buying new parts was out of the question. Instead, I hunted for cheap, like as-is items, hoping to find something workable. It felt like a treasure hunt game. Spending time with my computer became my top priority. During that time, I also started dabbling in programming. Initially, I wanted to create games like the ones I still loved. Despite the complexity and difficulty, staring at the lines of code I wrote filled me with immense excitement and satisfaction. Eventually, I completed a game of my own. Tweaking and adding to it became one of my daily joys. Thanks to that, during my middle and high school years, I was always the best in computer classes. Whether it was typing tests or PowerPoint and Excel classes, I always finished first. Because of this, my close friends started calling me Master PC.
Master PC, help me with my assignment, please.
My overtime fees are pretty high, you know.
Damn. I'll treat you to any drink from the vending machine.
Okay, you got it. We had the conversations like that. These are some good memories from my youth. I pursued engineering in university. Receiving advice on programming from my dad, who works at a company, my skills grew to a practical level. My new interest became the world of artificial intelligence, also known as AI. The college environment, filled with eccentric creators and people more skilled than me, was like heaven. During my time there, my dad made a suggestion one day.
Steve, how about becoming an engineer at my company?
But if I get a job, I'll lose my freedom. I want to work somewhere where I can do what I love.
I thought you might say that, but Steve, you have the skills to choose freely, so I'm not worried.
My dad didn't dismiss my thoughts. However, my mom looked worried.
But I'm still worried. Nowadays, having a stable job means a secure future.
Don't worry, Mom. I've thought about that.
Really? Are you sure everything will be okay?
I'll tell you first when I get a job, so wait for the good news.
If you say so.
Mom is a worrier but never dismisses others' ideas. I know she's kinder than any other mother I know. So, I didn't want to keep her anxious. That's why, after graduating college, I found a place that seemed like it could fulfill my ideal of balancing work and hobbies. I joined a fairly large advertising agency, giving my mom a sigh of relief. But that workplace lacked my ideals.
Damien is slacking off again and pushing his work.
His name is Tom. He was the first friend I made at this job. He also enjoyed tinkering with computers and even showcased his games at a huge game festival held biannually. Since we had similar interests, it didn't take long for us to become friends.
Steve, you've been called out a lot recently.
Yeah, I guess it's because I said I was good with computers during my introduction.
Tough luck.
But really, for an advertising agency manager, being unable to use a computer properly is something else.
Exactly.
Our workplace, led by such a manager, Damien, a man in his 50s, became a busy place. He leverages his seniority to dump work on younger employees. Because of his behavior, despite being able to leave on time, we're all pushed into working overtime. Both Tom and I are victims of this.
Hey, Steve, come here for a sec.
Yes, what's up?
There's some trouble with the computer. Can you take a look?
All right, I got it. That's how it goes. Whenever there's a problem, they call me. But it's always minor issues. There, it's fixed.
Well, young guys like you can do anything without a computer. Fixing this is expected.
Sure.
You know, I've always gotten A+ grades in math throughout my life. From elementary school, and Elle took a business class at my local community college. Unlike you, who rely on machines for simple calculations, I excel at computation. We're in different leagues. You understand that, right?
I guess so. Conversations with Damien always lead to his boasting and his views on the younger generation. Basically, he has a condescending attitude and outlook towards those younger than him. That's why he's quite disliked in our department. But among us, there was one guy who seemed to get along well with Damien.
This company has grown because of me, you know.
Well, Damien, you truly are a great person.
You get it, my greatness.
Of course.
His name is Matthew. Though he's technically my colleague, we've never spoken. However, he's known for his sharp tongue towards others and always sticks close to Damien like a sycophant. Probably, he's aiming for a promotion, but his behavior has been causing discomfort among our colleagues.
Hey, Steve. Damien said you need to do this.
This? Was it your job?
Huh? What are you talking about? This was indeed assigned to you. What's with that look?
Fine, just leave it. Like that, he, too, is the same as Damien. Matthew had a habit of dumping his work on others. Honestly, we could refuse what he said, but he persistently neighed, so eventually, everyone just accepts it.
Steve, you're really unlucky.
You too, Tom. Why did we end up working here?
I don't know.
Well, because of two of these guys, I did manage to bond with my seniors and peers. Lately, when we talk during breaks, we inevitably end up complaining about those two. In the midst of this, news of a major project came in. It was about handling a new advertising venture for a global company that develops the latest computer software. For a company of our size, it was a massive opportunity. The president seemed very enthusiastic about it. Thankfully, after some negotiations, we officially secured the contract. It was a sign of great progress for the company. Soon, the news reached our department. It was about assembling a team to prepare the necessary data for the business deal. Looking at the list of members participating in the project, I saw my name on it.
Good for you, Steve.
Yay, this project seems really promising.
I'm sure you'll bring great results. I'm counting on you.
Thanks, I'll do my best. Tom, my colleague, was genuinely happy for me. But our excitement was short-lived. While looking at the list, I noticed Damien's name. Tom seemed to have noticed it at the same time, and we both let out a sigh.
Good luck, Steve.
It must be joking. Tom gave a wry smile and spoke in a monotone voice. Starting the project preparations, I first gathered company data and current industry trends to create the materials. To align the materials with the client's needs, I made several visits to their office. After numerous discussions to clarify their requirements, I managed to gain some trust from them. While thinking that it was quite an enjoyable job, I started working on the task. But just when I'm feeling good about my work, that person always seems to show up in front of me.
Hey, Steve, finish this data collection by tomorrow.
Isn't this your task, Damien?
Stop complaining. Just do it.
Got it. Damien pushes even the simplest tasks onto me. Honestly, I wonder when he actually does any difficult work, especially since he keeps dumping these kinds of tasks on me. I feel frustrated about it. Once, while walking around the office during a break, I overheard Damien and his lackey Matthew talking.
That guy is so dumb. I don't get why he works hard.
With someone like Steve around, I get to enjoy the sweet life.
Damien, you're so bad, man.
I totally don't care. Just let that guy handle all the troublesome stuff. That way, I can easily maintain my performance.
You're such a strategist, Damien.
Strangely, hearing their conversation didn't make me angry. It was all too expected, and I just felt resigned. Quietly sighing, I went back to my desk and resumed my work. The day before the project negotiation, I was glued to my computer, finalizing the preparations while communicating with the client. I was so busy that I stood out in the department. Gradually, I started receiving praise from my peers and senior female colleagues, and I felt as fulfilled as when indulging in my hobbies. But it seems someone didn't like seeing me like this.
Hey, Steve, the printer is running out of ink. Refill it.
Sorry, I'm a bit tied up right now.
Just do it when I tell you to. That's the problem with young people.
Got it. Arguing wouldn't change anything. I know his type, so I didn't talk back. But such incidents kept piling up.
Hey, Steve, we're running low on pens. Place an order with the general affairs.
Got it.
Can't you even notice something like a minor problem? What's with young people these days?
There was this instance, and others.
Hey, Steve, make some coffee. Show a little consideration for others.
Sorry about that. After being told off and making coffee for him, he then said, I changed my mind. Make some tea instead. Got it?
Seriously? It's because you're dawdling that I changed my mind.
Honestly, I felt like spilling the hot coffee I had just made on purpose. In the end, I dumped the freshly brewed coffee down the sink and made tea instead. Then Tom came over to me.
Hey, are you okay, Steve?
Yeah, thanks, but there's nothing I can do about it.
Sorry, I can't do much for you either.
It's okay, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Just talking to me already makes me feel not alone. That's a relief.
Steve, after the project is successfully completed, let's have a drink, sushi or barbecue, whatever you like. It's on me.
That sounds great. Now, I'll go and deliver this tea. Enjoying my job and the private time promised in the contract. All of it was being taken away by Damien. I was beginning to feel a slight sense of revenge. As I felt my hatred growing, burning up the warm kindness in my heart, I placed the steaming tea next to Damien. It was a signal of my fight. Then, as if to deliver the final blow, Damien dumped a pile of documents on my desk.
Sort these documents chronologically and file them by tomorrow morning.
That's unreasonable. What about the project?
You're just a regular employee, and I'm the manager. Understand the hierarchy. You can't defy me. Can't you even handle this? You're so incompetent. It's pathetic. Being good with computers doesn't mean you're cut out for office work. You're a disposable employee.
Damien, probably harboring some dissatisfaction with me. He said all he wanted without caring about the others around. Feeling relieved, he left with Matthew.
Hey, hand over the documents you created.
It's clear who's superior here.
Normally, for a big project like this, someone in my position should be dealing with the client. It was too early for you.
As I recalled everything that had happened, I trembled with anger, struggling to keep my composure. For the first time, I experienced how one's vision narrows and darkens when losing oneself to anger. But in the remaining sliver of light, I saw Tom and other colleagues and seniors looking worriedly at me. I managed to suppress my dark feelings. All right, here is the USB with the data.
You're being cooperative for once.